reporters and newbies, if you like my shirt, head over to realitymerch.com for more like it. So let's get into last night's episode of that Potomac reunion part 3. Candiace has been campaigning all season long, crying about how nobody ever holds the light-skinned cast members accountable for their actions. She says it's colorism, that she's the only one ever chastised for her reckless mouth, her actions, her drama stirring, and whatnot. So what happens last night? We get Nicki Minaj coming in, and the first thing she does is hold Ashley Darby, a light-skinned cast member, a biracial cast member, who Candiace is accused of being colorist. She holds her accountable for stirring the pot at Candiace's getaway. And what does Candiace do now that somebody is finally doing exactly what it is that she's been asking people to do for years? She hops into the line of fire to defend Ashley. Is she okay? Is she well? Because she looked like a whole ASS clown. I couldn't believe it. My jaw was on the ground when it happened, right? So just to refresh you guys' memory, Candiace held a getaway, and then Ashley pulled up with her breast milk and her breast pump in tow. This is when Candiace made those things, those comments about her being a milkmaid, a filthy milkmaid, might I add. And she accused Ashley of coming along just to stir drama and leave. And we talked about this in part 1 and everything. And so Nicki backed her up. Literally the first thing she did was agree with Candiace and ask Ashley why she did that so soon after giving birth instead of staying home with her child. She's like, were you doing this because you wanted a storyline or whatever? And Candiace says, well, she did it because it's her job. Like, she needed to do it. Candiace, how do you defend somebody against your own words? Nicki was parroting you. Like, what happened? And then, mind you, in part 2, which aired last week, Candiace kept telling Ashley to earn her check a different way instead of on her back. So she obviously had these same complaints about Ashley. So again, why is it a problem when someone else says the exact same thing? How does she do a complete 180, a complete about face about exactly what it is that she had been crying about, right? Like, she was giving lost and confused. I'm sorry, but she truly played herself and let her fandom down in that moment. How many times in this reunion and in past reunions has Candiace been in the line of fire from not only Andy, but other cast members, including Mia, saying that Candiace deserved to get her ass beat, and Ashley just sat aside and let it happen. And not only that, she would chime in and talk about how quote-unquote gutter Candiace is. So, like, what? Like, I'm really stunned. I am at a loss for words. That's why I'm making this video individually outside of my recap with Layla Lynn and Kempire happening a little bit later on today. I'm just shocked that she would do this for Ashley, who has never ever defended her. Candiace was brought onto the show as Ashley's friend, and what happened? Ashley consistently dogged her out for literally no reason, okay? So she's never had Candiace's back. So Candiace went on Twitter last night because people were lighting her up for playing herself, and she tried to explain herself for why she would defend Ashley. She goes, listen, quote unquote, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, okay? My knee-jerk reaction is always to defend people against pressure, especially when it feels unfair. I wasn't thinking about how shitty and trifling she'd been to me in the past. I just reacted. So Candiace, how are you tweeting about do unto others as you would have them do unto you, the way your reckless mouth goes and really cuts people to the bone on purpose? Now all of a sudden you're a saint? What? And not only that, but what pressure was Ashley under? She was being asked a simple question when you decided to interject and play Captain Save an HOE for her. It makes no sense. I'm sorry, girl, but you really lost the plot in part 3 of the Potomac reunion and played yourself. There's literally no excuse. There's no excuse for what it is that she did. Nicki Minaj was asking Ashley a question. Ashley is a big girl. Ashley has done a lot of nasty things, so she can clearly handle being asked a simple question about why she would go somewhere to stir up drama and just simply leave right after that. There was no pressure in that whatsoever, Candiace. No. Anyway, you guys, I'm getting myself worked up, but I'm gonna leave this up to you. What did you think about Candiace defending Ashley in part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion against Nicki Minaj? Was she in the right, or was she just confused? Was she dizzy? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. Again, if you like my shirt and want something like it, realitymerch.com. Link is in the description box down below. Take care.